Are you freezing cold?
No.
You are. Jump up and down like the other girl. Star Johnson. Hi.
So I was wondering what it was like to work with so many child actors.
What? No, it's they say never work with children and animals, and that's not true. So on Peter Pan, there were 10 lost boys, I think, and Jeremy, who was encouraged to be very badly behaved playing Peter Pan, and lovely Rachel, who was playing Wendy, and there was a dog often, and a parrot and things. And there was one day that we did 121 takes of something, because in each take, at some point, somebody looked in the camera, went to the bathroom, called their mom, I don't know, something. Went to the bathroom will be the animals, just gonna say. Most of the time. I love working with kids though. So the thing about working with children on the Harry Potter films, when I got there, they'd already done one movie. And they were, they were veterans because they're long movies, they shoot for a year. And I'll tell you a story, which I have told, I'm really sorry if anyone's read this, but it is true, about Daniel. And all of them, I think, are lovely actors. And witness how they've got proper careers now. That something amazing happened in the alchemy when Chris Columbus chose them, because they turned out to be great actors, and that's not always true of child actors growing up. But my first proper day on Harry Potter was still my favourite day of all time, which was doing the last scene of the film, because you don't shoot in order, of Chamber of Secrets with the late, great Richard Harris playing Dumbledore. He was an icon for people too young to remember. He's done thousands of incredible and Oscar-winning performances, and so to work with him was terrifying, but also I felt at my ease because he was a great storyteller, and I know his son from drama school, so I had that way into him. He was sitting telling these fabulous stories, and then they said, "Oh, let's go do the scene," and I went over to do the scene, and I went over to the scene, and he's got the first line. Richard Harris, Dumbledore had the first line. And it was something telling Lucius off for having put the book. He knows that Lucius put the book, Ginny Weasley's book in Ginny Weasley's bucket. So I'm standing up with him. I know it's Richard's first line. I'm kind of excited. It's great. Here I am on the first day. And they go, action. And Richard just looks at me. And I think, come on. I think he's forgotten his line. It's embarrassing. He's old, he's tasty. He's forgotten his line. He just looked at me, and then I started to think, shit, maybe it's my line. Oh, God, it's my first day, and I gotta remember my line. What is it? And he looked at me, and I started to go a little bit wobbly, so a little bit pale, and he started to go, and then he spoke. Because he wanted Lucius to look on his back foot, like he was a bit scared. So we had this scene, and I walk out of the room, and in fact, I remember I flounced out the room, and Chris Columbus goes, cut. Okay, that was great. Jason, can you close the door on the way out? Just close the door? And I said, yeah. Or could I just wave my hand and the door closes by magic? And he went, yeah, sure. I can just do that. He goes, yeah, sure. Awesome. I said, I'm sorry, I totally forgot what to do with Dobby. Where is Dobby standing? Where should Dobby be standing? Where should I look? And they went, well, wherever you look, that's where we'll put Dobby. So I went, really? That's not your normal experience, right? So I'm looking and I go, I'll put it about there. They go, okay, great. Yeah. So I look at Dobby and I do Richard does his line and I turn around and like that, and I walk down the stairs and I flick my hand and Chris goes, cut, okay, great. Should we let's wipe the floor by Jason? And I said, why? He goes, well, you slipped on the floor, no? I said, no. He said, well, what did that thing with your foot, what were you doing? I said, I kicked Dobby down the stairs. He goes over the special effects. There's always a special effects guy with a clipboard somewhere, like scout leader, writing stuff down, with wide eyes, And Chris goes, can we do that? And the guy goes, okay. And then Chris goes, and then what was, you did a thing with the cane when you got down the stairs? I said, yeah, when Dobby tried to stand up, I hit him on the head. You were okay, sure. So I'm already thinking, this is going to be awesome. Oh my God. And then I stand at the desk and And Dad was laughing all the time in this thing. And then we do one more take. And Dumbledore assisted to me, and the other room, and I turn around and I kick it around, and Chris says, cut, okay, I think we got it. I think it's great, great first scene. And he said, anything, you got anything you want to do? And I said, I wouldn't mind having an exit line. I think it'd be good on an exit line. And he goes, like what? And I said, I don't know, something. I just feel like, I don't feel like Lucius Malfoy, he's so arrogant, will be told off by Dumbledore and sent off like a naughty schoolboy. So he goes, all right, well, let's roll. Let's do one. See what happens. So we, nothing's planned. So I come in, I do the thing. Dumbledore is just like doing the thing, and it's time for me to leave. And he says something like, "It hadn't been for Mr. Potter." And I turn and I look at Daniel. He's only 12, and I go, "I just heard Mr. Potter will always be around to save the day." And Daniel, who's still 12. Puffs his chest out and he goes, don't worry, I will be. And I thought, bloody hell, he's good, isn't he? And they were all like that. They were all, and the reason they were good is because they're really talented. Also, it's down to Chris Columbus creating an atmosphere on set where although we're adapting these books that are beloved by people all over the world, and although they're gospel to people, people know every punctuation mark of it, he created an atmosphere of play, which is no different from if we were doing it in your back garden. Just even though there's cameras and it's expensive, he made it feel like we could muck around, and that's the best sets to be on, are the ones that feel like it's just a bunch of you in your front room, and he did that. So I found that with kids, if you can take away all the other stuff, like the parents who are going, do it like we rehearsed at home, do it like we did the trailer. There was a one movie once where the terrible, idiotic stage mother would come up to the girl all the time and go, this is the one where you have to cry, you have to cry now. And I'm going, please, just we've got a director and that's fun. So when kids are truer, more honest actors than almost any grown-up, if you create the right atmosphere. So I love it, that's the answer. I will switch